Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer.com, and today we are looking at our Yakima RidgeBack 5-bike hanging style rack here on our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. This is an awesome bike rack because it can carry 5 bikes. So if you've got your Outlander fully loaded with friends and family and you all want to go for a bike ride, this could be the rack that will take you places. Now let's take a look at the way our bike is mounted to this rack. We have 2 straps here at the top and this third one here at the bottom, which works as an anti-sway cradle. And if you want to take your bike off, you start at that third strap, that cradle. You can see how it's a big difference with that release. Then take these up on top, and I like to just put them on those poles for safekeeping for a little bit while I take the bike up and then through the arms. And then you are ready to go on a bike ride. Now with this bike out of the way, let's take a look at the bike rack itself. So we have here these nice cradles. They have this cushioning on the inside that will help support your bike's frame, as well as that groove on the inside for your brake lines. These use zip strips that just rack it down to secure your frame. So let's put them back. Pro tip is I like to rotate the zip strips between the different cradles just so that they get an equal amount of wear and tear. So with these attached right over there, let's take a look at some specs. This bike rack has a weight capacity of 150 pounds, but a single bike capacity of 40 pounds. So let's say you have 2 adult bikes that are a little bit on the heavier side, and you have children's bikes that are lighter. This can still work as long as you're within the total of 150. Now let's take some measurements as well. You do have some length added to the back of your vehicle. Measuring from the back bumper right there to the bottle opener, Yakima signature, it sits at 46 inches long. That's a lot of length added to your vehicle, but you are carrying around 5 bikes, so there's that payoff right there. And you can tilt this away, but make sure to do that with the bikes off. So let's tilt it down. To do so, we have this lever right over here. So just pull that lever, and then it tilts down, and you'll want to do this if you want to access your hatch. So here on our Outlander, you can see there's plenty of space between our door and our bike rack, allowing us to get into our trunk, maybe grab our water, our bags, our helmets, all without having to take our bike rack off. And when you want to bring it to position, you just lift it back into place, and it snaps into place. You can also fold these arms down. There's that lever up there. Now lift up on the lever, and then the arms go down. So let's take some measurements now. Measuring from our back bumper to the end of the arms. Well, the furthest point was actually by the mast, and it sits at 15.5 inches from our bumper. Measuring for closest point, we have it to the bumper, and let's say this mast down here, it sits at 7.5 inches. Again, the hitch on our Outlander is a little bit protruded, so you don't have to worry about coming close and making contact with your vehicle. Now let's take a look at the way it fits into our hitch. This fits into an 1.25 inch class 2 hitches and 2-inch hitch receivers like what we have right here. It comes with a safety pin that goes into your hitch pin and an anti-rattle mechanism down here, which is by this knob. So if you have it unlocked, it tightens down. If it's locked, it free spins. I have it tightened down so you can see with that anti-rattle activated, it takes out most of the sway of your ride, making for a smoother ride with all 5 of your bikes. Another thing to note is your Outlander has the backup camera off center, so you don't have to worry so much about your view being obstructed when you're in reverse and you're looking through your backup camera. So my final thoughts about this bike rack is I love how it gives me the opportunity to carry around 5 bikes. When I did have it fully loaded, it wasn't that difficult. You still have to figure out the best way to fit them together, but they do fit on there, and you have a good amount of weight capacity to work with. So that was a look at the Yakima RidgeBack 5-bike hanging style rack here on our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander. Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Now lastly, we're going over some full speed bumps, and we can see here the up and down action, and this will just be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.